Welcome back to Voice of the Founding Fathers, and I'm your host, Dr. D. Lee Pippin. And today's segment is actually going to only be to honor one of the most wonderful ladies in our history who just passed this week, and that is Queen Elizabeth II. The longest ruling monarch in history, over 70 years. She surpassed the actual King of Thailand by a few years. He was the longest ruling, both of which actually tried to rule with compassion and logic and peace. Queen Elizabeth, most people don't know, actually worked in ambulance service during World War II, helping to take care of the wounded. She's done her best to curtail how much the Crown actually interferes in the Parliament, unless there's been something major that she felt she had to step in on, because she felt that the voice of the people needed to be the main ruling behind the country. She always was elegant and poised and well-spoken. She adored her corgis, as everyone knows, and she loved her family. Through thick and thin, she has supported them through many ups and downs, with her own children and her grandchildren. She was the rock of the family. She was the solid rock of the UK. And everyone looked up to her. And they did so rightly. I'm very upset that some professor from Mellon University had the audacity to say that she hoped she died in agony and pain because she was the end of this genocidal empire. I hope that you think long and hard about your words, because they're going to come back and haunt you. There were many empires, many different things. And I also know, because of the name of the professor, that they're from the African continent. And I will point out that even among the African continent, without the interference of Europeans, there are some of the same genocidal behaviors. You can look for the beauty and the good, or you can always blame the bad that they may have had nothing to do with. And in most cases that we're talking about, the Crown, the current reigning monarch that just passed away, had nothing to do with any of that. That was before her time. So blaming her and wishing her ill will and pain for her death for something she didn't have anything to do is just wrong. It's evil. And if you want to stop the evil that you feel is being done in your country, you need to not promote it yourself. Let's honor the passing of one of the greatest people I've ever known, and one of the sweetest people I've ever known. She truly loved her subjects, her country, and her family. And she did sacrifice for both her family and her personal life for her country and subjects. She was a true monarch in every sense, that led the road with dignity and respect. And every president, king, emperor, prime minister in this world today should look to her as an example of how we treat each other when we talk about foreign powers and governing. Follow her example, follow her compassion, follow her dignity, her presence. And our world actually would be a lot better place. So, Elizabeth, I hope you find peace in heaven, and I thank you for your service here on earth. And with that, you all have a good night. Remember to hit the subscribe button, notifications, and the like button. And may God bless you all. Good night.